Today we will learn about motion in one dimension. Motion in one dimension means moving in a straight line or in a x direction or y or z in a particular direction. It means that we are traveling in one dimension or direction. Direction dimension means same here. And let's first of all learn about frames of reference. Frame of reference, here it is given a coordinate system in which a body is analyzed with respect to reference point. Acceleration frame of reference, that accelerate is non-inertial and that do not accelerate is called inertial frame of reference. Suppose we are in a rest position and we are seeing an object being moving, then we are in a non-accelerating frame, that is inertial frame of reference. And when we are moving in a bus or some other automobile which is moving, then we are in a accelerating frame, that is non-inertial. And here it is given that functions of s, t, d, t and a, s, t, v, t and a, t, here it means converting displacement into velocity and velocity into acceleration and acceleration into velocity and velocity into displacement. For displacement to velocity we have to integrate with respect to time, and for velocity to acceleration we have to again differentiate. For acceleration to velocity we have to integrate, and velocity to displacement we have to integrate, as it is given below. Yes, see it there. It is applicable for instantaneous if constant acceleration, then if acceleration is not constant, then this condition will be true. And when acceleration is constant, then v is equal to ut, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. And this is the most important, which the students make the wrong questions on these formula, that is dn is equal to u plus a upon 2 into 2n minus 1. This is very important, learn it by heart, as many of the students do not learn this formula and makes mistake in examination. And yeah, it is given derivation learned from notes, and the notes which I have made, we can learn it, we can learn this, we can learn this derivation from the notes. And the second most important thing is difference between distance and displacement. As we know, distance is the total path covered by an object and the displacement is the shortest path covered. And speed it doesn't have direction, velocity have direction, and it is a scalar, and the former is a vector quantity. And graph study from Pradeep book, that is given on page 2 upon 175. And let us know about reaction time. Reaction time is time taken to observe, think and act. This is called the reaction time. And let us know about average velocity. Average velocity, here it is, and average velocity is equal to total displacement upon total time. Suppose we are given an equation of relation between displacement and time, then the total average velocity will be s1 plus s2 plus s3 upon t1 plus t2 plus t3. And when we are given a expression, when we are given velocity and time of different intervals, then total average velocity is equal to v1 t1 plus v2 t2 plus v3 t3 upon t1 plus t2 plus t3. And when we are given a function of velocity distance like v1 s1 v2 s2 v3 s3, then total average velocity will be s1 plus s2 plus s3 upon s1 upon v1 plus s2 upon v2 plus s3 upon v3, that is total displacement upon total time average velocity. For half of time, the formula will be v1 plus v2 upon 2, and for half of distance the average velocity will be 2 v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2. After that, let us come to graph. If the graph is supposed like this, then total average velocity will be v dt, that is integrating velocity with respect to time from 0 to t upon t, that gives the average velocity. And when the graph is supposed like this, which is given a relation between velocity and displacement, in first case the relation was between velocity and time, in the second it is given a relation between velocity and displacement, then in this case average velocity is equal to v ds upon s, and integrating v with respect to ds from 0 to s, these are the limits which we are giving. In this motion in one dimension, it is only that which I have told. For second, for motion in two dimension, we will learn it later. Thank you.